G'day and welcome back to the much anticipated and requested quite a lot update to the Arizona. Okay, now it's about 2 years ago since I started this kit, and I was pretty enthusiastic at the time and there was lots to do and I was fixing all the mistakes, but I haven't done an update in a year, and many of you are going, what's happening, where's the Arizona, what's going on? There's a lot of really good reasons for that and I'll fill you into that shortly. But first, just in case you're tuning in the first time and you wonder what the heck's all this Arizona business about, here's a quick recap of the things that I did to correct the mistakes and where we got up to. So it all started 2 years ago. I had the PE and the deck and everything all ready to go. But of course, there's a huge list of problems. The bow didn't fit. It didn't join together very well. That would have to be corrected. There were numerous other things I'd have to pull out. The stairs that were not going to be required, I was putting photo etch in. So great chunks of plastic need to be removed from this so I could get the lovely wood deck in. But that was okay. I was prepared to do all that. And I took you through my changes and the steps of how to basically prepare that wood deck and get it ready for covering up, which were pretty bad joints. Either like with the front deck there's that horrible join between those two. Anyhow, I got around to fixing that bow, as you can see. That was added styrene to that. The butt joints for the decks, which are quite horrible, they're all covered with the wood veneer deck. And I went into detail showing you how to cut that out, how to dry fit it, and how to get prepared and ready so that that could go in and cover a myriad sins. In fact, that solved so many of the problems with this kit. And there, once you've got the wood deck on, boy, it looks so much better. Then I needed to tackle the midships because that part of the boat needed a lot of correcting because it had a terrible butt joint between the two halves, between the lower deck and the midship deck there. So to get all that done, the first thing I had to do was start removing things. So a lot of stuff had to be cut out so I could join together the plastic and add all the little PE pieces. And here is the start of that when I had to basically start taking out the little PE walls there and fitting them in to replace that horrible join that was providing the kit. And that turned out great. And in they went. There was a bit of work. I showed that in detail and it was solvable. Also drilled out all the portholes, so that was a bit of an effort, about 200 aside. And things were coming together rather nicely. Then we started on the turrets and there was a lot of work to do with those. A lot of it was purely elective. You didn't really have to go that detail, but I wanted to improve the turrets. I put the metal barrels in, I put all the plates on and added all the extra tiny fiddly bits. And I thought they looked a lot better than what was provided in the kit. So I went into detail with that. That took 2 videos just showing you how to add the barrels and then upgrade the turrets with all the little pieces that were required to really make them zing. Then I got onto the secondary armament. That wasn't in the video. I'd planned to do that. That would have been my next video. And as you can see there on the right, there's the improved one. Left, there's how it came in the kit. I did a lot of work to improve that secondary armament. And then I basically had just the turrets to finish, which I did. Worked through all the major turrets doing the update that I had in the video. And there it is. Everything was completed, upgraded as far as primary and secondary armament. And there you go. That's where I got to, which was a lot of work done, a lot of problems solved, and I was ready to move into doing the superstructure and the rest of the kit. So there you have it. That's as far as I got. I mean, the turrets are all done, the secondary armaments are all done, fixed the midships problem, I mean, the decks are all ready to go on. That's it, and you know, I was ready to basically get on with probably what would be the easier part of the kit and the more enjoyable part of the kit of building the superstructure and getting it finished. Now, if you have been watching my channel, you know, basically earlier this year I was injured, very sick, and had to go to hospital, and a lot of people said it was brain surgery. Come on, you've got to have a brain first to have surgery. But look, I wasn't well and it took me a long time to recuperate. And I was basically not making any YouTube clips for about 4 months. And then I've come back and I've had good patches and bad patches. But look, all of that's over now and I am back on track, you know. I did get a little bit fat sitting around and being sick for all those months. I've spent about 6 months in bed, actually. It's ridiculous. But I'm better, I'm fitter, I'm fatter, I'm fartier. I'm ready to go. There's a problem. At the time, when I was ill, this was about March, I started selling off some of the stash and started getting rid of a few things that I'd changed my mind on because my focus has sort of changed and things that I'd like. I was buying more World War One stuff, you know, especially the wings aeroplanes and those sort of things, and buying a bit of World War One armour. So I was getting rid of a lot of my World War Two stuff that I decided, you know, I could always come back to that another time. And I did sell off a whole lot of 1700 ships because I realised they were just too fiddly and my eyes just weren't there. And I wanted some easier builds while I was convalescing. And if you've watched a lot of my YouTube clips lately, there's been silly little things like a Thunderbird 4 and little, you know, just little builds. That is about all I've been able to cope with because I can only work at the bench for an hour or so without being in too much pain. So that's it. I've kept my modelling in, but I really haven't been able to tackle any big projects. It's been really hard. Even that submarine that I started on, I only got so far and then it was just too difficult to finish. But I will get back to that. Anyhow, I digress. Back to the Arizona. That's the topic we're discussing. So I had all these 1700 ships for sale, and I got contacted online by a mate from down in Orange, in New South Wales. And he said, look, have you got any 1350 ships? I'd be interested in some 1350 ships. And I sort of thought, nah, you know, always been in two minds about the Bismarck. Don't really know if I want it. I got it really cheap. I bought some aftermarket stuff for it. Somebody offered me the right money, I'd probably sell it because it's sort of, I don't know, everyone does the Bismarck. It doesn't really sort of, you know, blow my whistles. It doesn't tickle my fanny, I can tell you. I like things a little more unusual. Like I've got the Rochelle up there. That's kind of unusual. Now, I've got all these sort of pre-dreadnoughts and World War One sort of ships, and they're sort of interest to me. I like those. I have got the Hood. I love the Hood, and I've got the Myoko and a few other ships like that. Really interested in doing those. But the Arizona was sort of on that pile of, oh gee, I've dragged on for so long, I've kind of lost my mojo with it, which is really sad, you know. Anyhow, this guy said, look, what else you got? And I told him about the Arizona. I said, look, this Arizona, I just don't seem to get it done. And he said, well, where's it up to? Came the story. He said, I'd love to finish it, he said. I'll finish it for you. And I said, well, as long as you do, you know, because there's a lot of investment, a lot of my heart in this kit, and I really wanted to get it done, but, you know, I'm sick. I can't see myself looking at this for another year or so. So he made me an offer I could not refuse. And that kit, with all its bits and how it was, went to a new home in New South Wales. Okay, so that's why you're not seeing much more of the Arizona. Anyhow, now that I'm better and I sort of think, oh, gee, I need to get on with things, and there's been so many requests from you about the Arizona, I thought, gee whiskers, could I get it back? I contacted them, and no, they're besotted with the kit. They really love it. They want to get it finished. That's fine. So the Arizona's gone. So we have a choice at this point, really. Well, I've got lots of choices, as you can see. But I'm giving you a choice, okay? Because you guys watch the channel. It's what you're interested in. All the requests I get, is it because really you just want to see me do more ships? And that's easy. I got a ton to pick, you know, from. I got heaps here. And I'd really love to be getting on with this one, the Russian Varak, the Viking, okay? This guy would be a lot of fun. And I've got PE set for it. I've got a deck. I've got barrels. I've got metal masts for this one. I've got everything. That's a ship that I would be pretty bloody keen to get my fangs around, because it's not too big. It's only a cruiser. It's only a protected cruiser. It just means it had the armour on the inside. Yeah, it's protected means it's actually protected from sort of aerial attack. I'll explain all that later. But anyhow, that's something I'm really interested in doing. Would you like me to do that? Because I'd be pretty keen to do that. I'd like to get my sub out the way. I could probably build it at the same time. Or are you guys so keen on the Arizona? Like, is it specific? Do you want to see an Arizona built? Because I'm sort of be keen to do an Arizona again, and I've priced the kit out of Hobbylink Japan, and I've priced different PE set. This one is the, I think it's Flyhawk or something like that, and it's a much less expensive kit, less comprehensive, and I probably could get up to speed and get things done faster. And knowing what I know now, after going through the build, made the corrections I've done, I'll be a lot faster at getting everything done. I'd whip through it. But then you probably wouldn't be bothered in seeing that again. I mean, I could give you sort of a quick update. I wouldn't do a how-to. I could just give you a quick update what I'm doing, get that Arizona sort of up to where I had it, you know, previously. Deck on, turrets done, midships all corrected, and starting the superstructure. And I could continue the series from pretty well the point I left off. And their PE set I'm looking at basically would do all of that. It has everything I need to do the towers and the superstructure and the boats and all the rest of it. Just like the Edward kit. It'd basically be the same. I could do that, all right? I'm prepared to do that. It's not really that expensive. That's not a problem. I'll just spend the money on something else. So here are your choices. I'm letting you decide what will happen next. Do you want the Varag? Okay, do you want me to build a Russian protected cruiser, which would be a lot of fun? Then I could do it from beginning to end, the whole thing. Or are you so besotted with the Arizona that you'd like me to actually finish one? In which case, I could do that, but you're not going to get any detailed videos on construction until probably early next year. It's going to take me a couple of months at least. I mean, I do have a quiet period now. December, January is pretty quiet for me. I can get a lot of stuff done. And it's hot here, but I've got the aircon worked out. So, if we did go the Arizona option, I would go head down, bum up, concentrate on that. I've just got to, this week, got to get some builds out for our competition, for our annual competition in the club. See? Riverside Model Club. Yeah, I'm wearing the t-shirt. Ooh, nearly excited myself then. So that's your choices, okay? I'm leaving it up to you. Either way, I'm building the Varag. But if you'd like me to build an Arizona, I'll get the Hobby Boss kit. Okay, I'm not going to get that 1-200 bloody trumpeter. That'd be lovely. But no. I'll buy the Hobby Boss kit again, which I can get a lot cheaper out of Hobby Link Japan. And I'll grab a deck for it, although I'll probably grab the Wood Hunter deck this time. But the principles are all the same in my videos. Just the Wood Hunter decks are a bit nicer. And I can get this Flyhawk, I think it is. I'll double check. But this upgrade kit comes with the barrels, comes with the PE, everything I need to go. And so it's a much less expensive option. I can even give you a review on that upgrade kit and even do some build comparisons just to say, well, it was a lot easier, or actually, no, it's not the best value because you're missing out on this. I don't know, we could look into that, we could explore that. So there's that option, okay? So if you're one of the people that are desperate, keen to see more about the Arizona, let me know. Comment, tell me, yes, by all means, go buy another one, Harry. Or, no, you rotten bastard, go and beat that guy up in Orange and get your kit back. No. Look, they're going to do a wonderful job. I don't think I'll do a YouTube video, but the Arizona wasn't wasted. It went to a good home, someone who loved it, and they will build it up. So we may get some photos of that down the track and I can say, look, there she is. She got built. But, yeah, let me know in the comments. Do you want an Arizona? Do you want a Varag? Okay? And once we've had about a couple of weeks of comments, that's all I'm going to give you. So if you're interested, pull your finger out and get in now. I'll add up the tally of who wants what and who did what and who's up who for the rent. And then I'll do a video saying, this is what we're going to do. All right? Easy as that. Well, let me know, all right? Because I know you're all pretty keen on my ship builds. I've got plenty of ships and I'm happy to build a ship. In fact, I'm desperate to build another ship. But does it need to be the Arizona? Okay? Let me know. I'll do whatever you want. Well, within reason. Certainly not taking my clothes off again for a video. Boy, they're having a lot of problems. Did you see that one? Go and have a look at the review for the Feufel. No, don't. Got a big hairy ass on that one. All right. You know what to do? Vote for Arizona. Vote for Varag. Simple as that. All right? Don't vote for Subway. You can vote for submarines if you like. I'm going to build them anyway. All right, there you go. That's what happened to the Arizona. That's why there's been no videos. And there hasn't been much going on this year at all, except for silly little stuff, because I've been crook. But I'm better now. I'm on the mend, and hopefully, next 12 months, it should be good, and I should be punching out the videos again. Alrighty? So that's it. So now you know what happened. You probably unsubscribe. Oh, if you do, you do. All right? That's your choice. But if you'd like me to build an Arizona, let me know. All right, I've waffled on enough now. That's the end of this. Let me know in the comments. Bye from Australia, and it's hooroo from Harry Houdini.